Newcastle 4, Man United 1. I mean, I knew we were going to take it light. I expected us to lose today. I'll be completely honest with you. However, there's a way you lose. Okay, and in recent games against Newcastle, we have been torn apart. They are a much better team than us physically when it comes to momentum, when it comes to energy and relentlessness. Everything about Newcastle, they're much better than us at the moment. Okay, and they've got motive. They're pushing for that Champions League spot, and they have something to fight for, just like Manchester United do on Thursday against Lyon. However, like I said, this goes back to the way we've lost. And today, you might as well have just stuck on the under-18s, because I'm pretty sure they would have done something better. And it was, I will say, I put it in the thumbnail, it's an embarrassing performance, genuinely. It was such a poor display for majority of the team today. I think the only player who can actually hold his head up high is Manuel Ugarte. Now, I don't understand this narrative as well, or this agenda, should I say, about fans who don't think Ugarte has been a good signing. I just generally don't see it. I see him as an absolute workhorse. I see him as a character. I see him as that guy who will just, that makes the simple things look easy, though the harder things that look easy. And for some reason, he gets a lot of stick, and I really don't know why. I'm not sure why fans have turned on Ugarte and claim that he's a bad signing. I rate him. Obviously, the aggression he brings to us, obviously, the way that he isn't afraid to back out of a challenge. He'll stick up for his teammates. Everything about Ugarte I love, and I feel like he's a passion player that we lack in that team. And I feel like that apart from Bruno Fernandes and Ugarte, I don't think we have many passion players in this team. Players that will get rivaled up and show that extra character and show their emotion on the pitch. A lot of players don't have much character nowadays, especially in this United team. But I've got to say fair play to Newcastle. You know, they were ruthless with it. They had us from the first goal. Obviously, United got the equaliser with Garnacho. It was an easy goal where he slotted in the bottom corner. However, each and every goal, apart from the fourth one, Biende couldn't do nothing about. Now, we all know, after conceding 4 goals, Ruben Amorim is going to be sticking with Andre Onana against Lyon. We know that's going to happen now. Biende has conceded 4, and it was kind of his big chance today to try and stand out. But just like Onana did midweek against Lyon, Biende makes a howler, passes it, and Joelinton intercepts it from a header. There was no effort put in that long ball. I don't know what he tried doing, and you know what, he tried to save it. He did the splits to try and save it or whatever, and Bruno Guimaraes slots it in. But I'm not being funny. Apart from today, he's conceded 4, but he could have done nothing on any of them. The first one was absolutely embarrassing defending, zonal marking, ball watching, no one watching where the runners are. Right? Second goal, I'm not going to hate on Amas, but that just shows his inexperience. Sliding in for a ball that was staying in play. He commits himself way too soon. Murphy is just waiting there. And first time pass straight into an open net because Biende doesn't know what to do either. And neither does any of our other defenders. It was a very crafty goal from Newcastle. But our team just wasn't awake. And obviously the third goal, what do you want me to say about that one? Harvey Barnes just absolutely runs inside out of 3 or 4 players because Mazraoui slips. I don't understand it. Biende couldn't have done anything on 3 of the 4 goals. And that's why, not to say that I would like him to start against Lyon, but he made a couple good saves. He commanded his area. He caught the ball a few times. He claimed crosses. He looked a lot more confident when it came to being in set-piece scenarios, which is what Lyon prioritise at. So maybe there is an argument that Biende can start on Thursday. But based on that performance and conceding 4, will Ruben Amorim have the faith in him? And I don't think he will. But moving on to the team. And Amas, obviously, he made the mistake in the goal for Newcastle's second goal. And apart from that, I thought he did all right, genuinely. And I expected him, obviously I said him, I predicted 11. I expected him to start, or Luke Shaw to start. And I thought that Amas put up a shift, and I hope he doesn't, become discouraged because of that. Because Amas is a quality upcoming player, and I think he has a lot of potential. But Amorim has to take the blame today, because I know you're like resting certain players for the game on Thursday, taking Garnacho off early, which we'll get onto in a moment. But playing Eriksen for a full 90 minutes is absolutely daft. United fans like to moan about with Rasmus Højlund playing on the pitch, it's 10 men. Eriksen makes you look like you've got 9 men. That midfield looked like the Grand Canyon. It was pathetic. Igata, this is what I mean. This is why Igata is the only one who can hold his head high. Because he got booked early because of Dalot slipping. And that takes out Igata when it comes to the aggressive challenges he likes to put in, which is a part of his game. That was took away from him because of Dalot slipping and causing Igata to get an early booking. Then you've got Eriksen, who's playing in the centre of midfield next to Igata, doing absolutely naff all. His passes, his first touch, his ideas, everything about Eriksen was completely off today. And it was just keeping things simple. I know Bruno struggles to keep it simple and make the simple passes every now and again. But Bruno has that quality to dig you out of a game. Where Eriksen and Bruno, we've said this many times since under Erik ten Hag and Ruben Amorim. You cannot play Bruno Fernandes and Eriksen in the same team. It just doesn't work. It's like playing Højlund and Garnacho in the same team. Certain players just don't gel together on the pitch. And either you start one or you rotate one. It's as simple as that, because Bruno and Eriksen could not play together, and neither can ZIRKZEE and Garnacho. And you saw that today. Look how much extra freedom Garnacho had today. The electricity he brought into our forward attack. Once Garnacho got took off, we had now up front. ZIRKZEE looks like he's pulled his hamstring as well. That's a nightmare. Like, no matter what you think about ZIRKZEE as a player, whether it comes to being prolific and stuff, we've now got Højlund for the end of the season. He's now the main guy. And I'm not being funny. He's not even main. Like, he's just a guy. He's the guy in the corner at the party. He's like for me, Højlund. I don't want to have an agenda against Højlund, but it's the way Højlund operates. ZIRKZEE today, the quick passes with Bruno, the interceptions he was making, the dropping back, he was doing really well in my opinion. And Højlund again had 2 shots, and he was closer to hitting the sky than he was the goal. It was ridiculous, and I just don't understand. Like, Garnacho gets criticised for his decision making. I don't understand why Højlund doesn't. Because Højlund looks like he's just lost. And yeah, Højlund frustrates the living daylights out of me. So the fact that we've now got to play with Højlund as our main striker for the rest of the season really, really worries me. I hope he does well. Prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong. I want you to score some fucking goals. I want you to make a difference in the game. Use your body. Use your pace. Use your physicality. Use your attributes as a player. Like, you're supposed to be a decent upcoming player. And apart from that brief, decent period you had last season where you scored 7 goals in 6 games consecutively, apart from that, you've done now. In what? I think it was like 60 appearances it was his today. It's ridiculous. I just don't understand, like, how he's had so many games for United now. And he's still looking like it's his debut. And he doesn't know what to do. It is becoming concerning. So the fact that ZIRKZEE's now injured, it doesn't look like it's a good injury. He's probably out for about 6 weeks if it's his hamstring. Like, you saw him limp as he was running with the ball, and then he went down. They're the worst type of injuries. When no one puts a challenge on you, and you're running around, and no one puts a challenge in you, and something just goes on you. It's like Lisandro Martinez against Seville when he did his ACL. He was actually on the ball and just went down. That means something's seriously wrong. And there'll be fans there that don't like ZIRKZEE. I'll be celebrating that injury. Like, first of all, if any fan actually celebrates an injury, like, even though I don't like Højlund, if Højlund was to get injured, I would be gutted. Like, it doesn't matter what they like contribute to the team. We still need players. And for me, Ruben Amorim got it massively wrong today. Like, I get it. I know you're resting for the Europa League midweek, but what if that doesn't work? What if you rest in players? What if you taking off Garnacho and taking off Bruno when the game's already done? Not starting Mount or, you know, who else? like playing Euro for the full 90 minutes. Like, I'm not being funny, but you look at it and you're like, is this gonna pay off? It fucking better, because the players gave up today. Like, obviously, I'm not going to make that argument saying once again, like, under Ten Hag, because there's sort of different players with the way we play. But when it came to belief, there was no belief today. There really wasn't. So, on Old Trafford, on Thursday, each and every one of them players needs to put in 2,000,000%. I want to see those players on their knees at full time on Thursday when they beat Lyon. I don't care if Lyon score 5, you score fucking 6. That is the mentality we need to have at Old Trafford on Thursday, because I don't think after that performance today, I'm now really concerned about the mentality of this team, and do they have what it takes to actually fight when things get tough. And that's been a criticism about the culture of Manchester United for so long now. But when we've got a season-defying game on Thursday, like, how many cup finals do we have left now? What is it, 4? 4 cup finals. The quarter-final leg, the two games in the semi-final, and the final. We've got 4 cup finals, okay? You need to treat them like they're the last game you're going to play and they're the do or die. I don't care who starts. I don't care what the team is. I don't care if Amorim changes his system or keeps it. I don't care if it's Onana. I don't care if it's Biende. I don't care if it's Højlund. Don't care if it's Eriksen, for God's sake. You could pick any player that I like. You could pick any player that I dislike. But whatever team starts on Thursday and whatever team ends it on Thursday, we better be fucking winning. And that's it. And that's what Ruben Amorim has to be saying to these players, because the fans also deserve something from this season. It's been miserable. It's been depressing. We need to have something positive to come out of this season. And you never know. We might face Rangers. Rangers might get something against Bilbao, because it's 0-0 in their game on aggregate. I mean, but at the moment, United have just got to dig deep and just make sure that today it's just a minor setback. It's just another poor performance in the league yet again. And they have full on focus on Thursday, because that's what matters. I don't care about the Premier League this season. Focus on it next season. But right now, Thursday is a massive game, and we all know this. But anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And yeah, comment down below on what you thought of the game. I'll see you in the next one.